Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to find the right product and offer to launch, whether it be on the Warrior Forum, on ClickBank, on JVZoo, on one of the marketplaces. Okay, so the first thing is, and I think I said this before, is do not reinvent the wheel. Okay, it's almost impossible to find something that has never been released before. Okay, you're never going to be able to find something 100% totally unique. And if you do, you really need to feel passionate about it, because sometimes what happens is someone thinks they have a 100% unique product, and they may, but there may be a reason why they have a 100% unique product, because there is no demand for it. Okay, so you need to do some research, do your due diligence, and make sure that people are going to want what you're going to create if it's never been done before. Okay. What I highly recommend is just take a concept or an existing product and improve on that concept or product. Okay, just add to it, make it easier to use, make it have more features. So you don't need to have a home run, totally unique product when you're launching a product and being successful with it. Okay. It's important to observe the obvious. So see what is trending in the niche and capitalize on it. Okay, just follow the trends and you'll be fine. Just a few examples. Like right now, there's a bunch of different types of products that are hot, like WordPress plugins and WordPress themes, Facebook apps, mobile apps, Pinterest. Those are all pretty hot products and seem to do really well. About 6 to 12 months ago, Amazon was really hot. There were a ton of products that were launching, and they were almost every product that launched on the Warrior Forum that was an Amazon product did really well. And they still do well today, but there's certain things that are going to trend in the industry as you progress with new technology and new ways of driving traffic and all that kind of stuff. So the key here is keep your finger on the pulse. Okay, know what other people are creating, are promoting, and see what is converting. Okay, obviously if Facebook apps are hot and they're all converting fairly high, then maybe that is the direction to go, and that's what people are looking for. Okay, the product creators who can predict the near future are the ones that are really going to do well. Okay, like my Azon Spy launch that we did last year, that was an Amazon product, and we launched that at the perfect time, okay? Because there really was not a solid Amazon tool that was out there, and that was doing really well. There were some Amazon research tools out there, but they weren't very good. So what we did was we created a quality product, and we launched it right at the very beginning of when Amazon was starting to get really hot, and people started to follow our lead after the Azon Spy product launched, and there was tons of new products that came out afterwards. So it's important, if you can predict the near future and know what people are going to want ahead of time, you can really get that first mover advantage. Now, this is really important. Out of any product you create, you need to be able to think about this. If you can relieve a pain or problem, okay, or make someone more productive in one area of their business or life, your product can be successful. Okay, so if you can minimize the amount it takes to create a squeeze page, or build graphics, sales page graphics, or whatever it may be, if you can shave off time, shave off money that they would need to invest, and they can buy this product, you have a chance to be successful. So think about that. A few other questions to ask yourself. Okay, so how large of an audience does my product or service cater to? Okay, if you try to target a very micro niche inside of internet marketing, or any niche for that matter, it may not cater to a large enough audience where you're going to make money from it. So you want to make sure that the product you have will cater to a larger audience. And I've seen that with every product launch that I've done. The more general it is, and the more it caters to a larger demographic or audience, the better it has done. It's the ones that are very, it's for a small segment, or like for an advanced user, that it just doesn't do as well. Okay, how hard is it going to be to create the product or service? Okay, do the ends justify the means? This is very, very important. So, like I said before, I created that list building plugin that cost me 15 grand to develop. Do the ends justify the means? In looking back on it, not really, because we probably broke even at this point on that product, but it cost so much to develop that, and there wasn't a large enough audience for it that we had to really push ourselves and really promote this thing to get it to where we even broke even. So it's important to think about how much time, how much effort, how much money am I going to have to put in to creating this product and service, and what am I going to get out of it? Am I going to be able to benefit from it? Okay. Will the average user be able to easily use my product or service? So one thing you need to do is assume the average user knows nothing. Okay, so this is something that I kind of overlooked, and you start to really overlook as you become more of an expert in your niche, that there are certain things that just may seem completely, common sense to you, or just things that you knew so long ago that you don't even, you just take it for granted. But the average person may not know that. There's a lot of newbies inside the Warrior Forum, inside these internet marketing marketplaces that are just getting into this niche. So you need to not take anything for granted, whether it's a certain word that you're using that they may not know, or a certain way of doing something. Assume they know nothing and start from square one. And that's how you need to look at the product as you're creating it. Okay. Now, taking your product from good to great. Okay. There's a few things that I have noticed from the 10 or so products that I've created, how you can take a good product to great. Okay. The first thing is making it super, super easy to use. Okay. The easier it is to use, the happier your customers are going to be, the less likely they are to fail with it. Okay, if it takes forever to set up or takes forever to see results, odds are the majority of the people are not going to use it long enough to see the true value of the product. So make it super easy to use, and more people will like it. Okay, which equals less refunds. Okay, appeals to a large audience. We already talked about that. Combines training plus software plugins or themes. Okay, the reason I say this is because people like to have a kind of business in a box per se. Okay, so if you're training someone on how to do a certain aspect of internet marketing, if you have software or a plugin or a theme that complements the training, that can really skyrocket your sales and conversion rates, because it's really the whole package. You're giving them the training, but then you're also giving them the software that goes along with the training. So if you can combine those two, you're getting best of both worlds. Okay, is broken down by step. Okay, you want to make sure that everything that you're training people on is not just one long 2-hour video. Okay, make it into small, digestible pieces of content that they can easily follow step by step and refer back to as they move forward with whatever strategy you're teaching. Okay, excellent support and follow-up. That just kind of goes without saying. These are going to be repeat buyers from you. They'll buy your upsells. They'll promote your products as an affiliate. So make sure you have good support, good follow-up. If there's a bug in your software, make sure that you fix it in a reasonable amount of time, so people aren't waiting for a fix. And actually using your own product and delivering results. It's amazing how many people create a product and never actually have used it. So if you're going to make a product, especially software or themes or plugins, make sure that you test it, ensure that it works, and then sell it to people and show them the results that you've gotten. Okay, so there's a lot of different ways to make a quality product. I mean, there is no clear-cut blueprint, but these are some things that you can do to really hone in on what people want, and minimize failure and maximize how successful your product is going to be. So keep all these things in mind as you go through this course. Okay, guys, see you in the next video.